All right.
Right.
Who's gonna
I
start?
guess. I guess
Okay.
I'll let Sheldon start. Right, like he's the
Okay,
host. So,
I guess they can hear us now, right? I guess they can hear us now.
hello,
Hello,
anyone can
guys.
hear us?
Thank you
Hello.
for joining SCT2. It's been already a year, and to be honest, I did not expect that we will have that much team to sign up the tournaments. We got 77 teams right now, and 2 more free agent teams will be funded later. So yeah, it's a really large numbers. But anyways, let's move on to our quarterfinal showcase.
Hooray!
Yeah, woohoo! Yeah, let's go,
So
Qualifiers.
first one is our normal one.
So yeah, so today we don't have. By the way, you guys can hear us, right? Just to double check.
I guess you guys can
okay,
hear,
yeah.
right?
We're not
Yeah, okay.
we're not schizo, you know, just
Alright.
talking to ourselves.
Yeah, it shows. Yeah, they can hear. They can hear. So
Yeah. Alright. So
really standard
yeah.
map, I would say. The jump practice map.
Yeah, I mean not too jump focused, I would say as well. I mean there are some couple bursts here, couple stream as well. Like there are some bursts that are longer than like 5 minutes here, so you know, not your super standard jump map here, but not your super crazy, you know, non-standard map as well. You know, just a few mechanics map for you to chill around, you know.
Yeah. Is this the one? Oh yeah, it's number 1. Yeah, no, every number 1 is shit map. I know. We know that.
Yeah.
No. I would argue that it's actually a beautiful map, considering that the normal one's usually like an anime song, and like I'm playing OC for the anime songs personally. Like I don't want the other songs, you know. So no mod 1, lock it in. My favorite map of the pool, by far.
So you know, it's the easier one to play. You know, it's the most accessible one. Like others like Infinite 2 or Halo 2, like those ones like if you're new to opponents, you need time to like develop the skills for it, right? But no one, you know, everybody plays no one like single play, right? So it's very accessible for everyone to play and probably the best map. I mean, the easiest map technically to like enjoy. I would say it's a pretty nice map.
Yeah. Other than its length being placed at 3 minutes 58, nothing to really worry about. This is like the only jump section. Well, one of the 2 jump sections that you will ever encounter, and the jumps are that's as hard as the map gets. Little bit of BPM change here and there, but I'm sure you can just vibe and groove and figure it out because it's from the hit anime Sound Euphoria. I'm sure you've all heard of this song before.
Wait, by the way, how's my mic doing right now? When we change it, I see someone saying that my mic is underwater right now.
It's quite bass boosted, I'll say, but other than that, like, can't complain.
Alright, so like you can still hear me clearly, right? Just to be sure.
Well, it's not like muffled; it's just bass boosted. So like some of the lower notes or lower tone will be, it's not bad, bro. Like unless you can fix it right now, I don't think you need to worry about it.
Yeah, music is too loud. Okay. Okay, I guess it should be better now.
Yeah,
how long is it? Oh, it's 4 minutes, 180 BPM. Really good. Really standard.
Yeah. I don't have my mic
but it's
right
too long. I know it's too long.
Yeah. We do have short maps later, but yeah, it's late. What the heck?
Oh, he is 5 pieces. No joke. I guess 90% of the players do freaking this.
Yeah, those 5 notes and the follow-up sliders actually have a slight BPM tweak. They slow down and speed up very slightly. This is my replay actually. I just remember dropping a lot of slider accuracy there. And I was like, I don't recall ever tapping out of beat, and looked into the editor. There's a red tick change. But yeah, it's towards the end of the map, so even if you do miss there on the 5 note space stream, or space quote unquote stream, your score will still be like 700k. which is not bad at all for a qualifier.
I mean, it's also Nova 1, so you know everybody probably have the higher like average score. So yeah, make sure you get your combos here and take that higher. Yeah,
Yep.
that's about it.
So that's our
And
number
now-
one. Let's go to number. No, it's number 2. Yeah, here. Oh, number 2.
Number 2.
We got
Hey.
another 3 minutes map. 175 BPM stream, and I guess it is fine for this rank range, right? It should not be very hard.
Yeah, the tapping is a little bit intense, but it's 174 BPM. I mean, it should be fine, I would say. And the aim is also not super intense. The stream is quite long here, but I think it's a pretty nice match to play with. It's good. I mean, subjectively speaking, I do think it's like, you know, it's pretty nice match, I'd say, but definitely depends how your tapping goes.
Yeah. I'm not sure how good the players are these days at this rank range, but certainly when I was their rank range, I couldn't play those kind of maps. So when I was trying to get the replays, I was like trying for the players to just hold onto combo. Because the streams are quite relentless, I have to say, even at a lower-ish BPM.
Yeah, as a normal 2 players, I can only get around 300 to 400k on this, and I'm only 98. But I would say I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm a overranker, so yeah. I guess tournament players will perform better than me, alright?
Yeah. If the match is a little bit long still, I mean 3 minutes I guess like maybe a slight above average I'll say the one. But yeah, I mean what's it say? The strip does go quite long at the end at the later stages. Like at the end is the square stream at the end is quite insane, I'd say. But generally speaking, like the stream range is about like 13 to 20, so not super long, not that stream long, but pretty manageable for most players, I would assume. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, the trick here. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say the trick here is not just, you know, having the raw stamina to be able to hit 20 to 30 notes consecutively, but also to have that finger control. Because sometimes people argue, oh, 174 is actually too low for me and I'll overstream. And some people say like, you know, streaming only starts at 180. So you need to actually have that extra bit of finger control to maintain accuracy as well, let alone combo. So I just need to like point that out to the players that are going to be playing. Don't tap too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, here is the death stream we were talking about.
Yeah, this is probably the honest. This is really silly, but you know, it's the aim is not super intensive, so it's quite. You can only focus on the tapping and you should. So.
Yeah, you are able to flow that. It is possible, but for rhythmic sake, you know, at least when I played it, I was like snapping onto the strong note. It helped me keep accuracy. But yeah, that's a very long stream section to close it off at almost 1.5k max combo.
And yeah, that's number 2.
Yeah, alright. On to number 3.
Number 3 is this one. I have checked that. I remember that no tournament used this map before, so it should be fine.
Actually?
Yeah, I have checked it.
Wow, I'm surprised. I guess the length is quite long. At 338. Oh! Damn. No, the hidden gem then. Don't mind if I steal it for one of my tournaments then.
Isn't this map or other map? I forgot. But one of the map in our pool is not used anymore.
Yeah. I did not play this No More 3. It was a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm not an alt player. But I opened it in the editor and looked at it. Quite flow-based. On the harder side, I'll say. But since it's qualifiers, you know, we need to filter out the best of the best, if possible. Which is understandable. Yeah, the replay kind of speaks for itself. A lot of flowish, not too much snap, flow orientated. 155 BPM, a little bit of 1/6 section as well. Maybe like 3 or 4. So keeping accuracy might be an issue, and that little quad snap is as hard as the map gets. If you can master that, No More 3 will be in the bag.
The star rating is a bit too close to the SR for the Mod 3, and yes, I guess it is, but to be honest, I have checked the suggestion tool for other Mod 3, although they are lower star rating, but they are much harder. I have checked it. This is relatively easier compared to other tools, other maps in our suggestion tool. So yeah, we picked this. Maybe the star rating is a bit high.
There's some, yeah, I think like all the using wise for the 1/6 bursts, like from time to time, those ones probably, you know, it's quite fast, so maybe they cause the star rating to get as high. I'm not too sure, but could be a potential reason. Maybe also the flowing is quite huge as well, like from time to time as well. So causing star rating to go just a bit higher, but it's quite fun to play, so I think it should be okay. But you know, we're still not sure what the qualifier result is going to be, so we'll have to see.
I think the overall, like, spike of the difficulty is quite smooth. There isn't a difficulty spike per se, only like at the early 1/3 of the map. So the overall difficulty will be quite smooth. That's why it's actually one of the easier No More 3s to play. But you're right, it is a banger, and it is just, you know, nice to listen to, nice to watch.
Maybe like this is a banger. I recommend everybody to watch it.
Made in the Biz.
Very fun anime.
I need to actually go watch the movies, and I think there's a second season, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a second season, yeah. So first season and then the movie and then second season.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I need a lot of catching up for me to do then.
That's alright. Alright, so that's on Flow Aim No More 3, you know. So that, yeah, pretty fun to play, quite consistent overall. And now on to our No More 4 here.
No More
a bit of a
4.
classics. Yeah, No More 4. Classic song.
No, not only classic song, it's classic map. But I'm surprised that this map is not used for a year.
That's crazy.
You know, at the beginning, I think this map might be overused. But when I check the record, this map it's not been used for a year already.
So
Yeah, I think a lot of tournaments nowadays shifted to a lot of graveyarded maps for No More 4. And maybe that's one of the factors, but I don't know. This is a very good map for No More 4. I don't know why people don't use it anymore. I guess it's like out of date, but it's a good classic.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's also I guess like to say it's a bit old maybe as well, so people just like don't really like using old maps like generally. I don't know, maybe that's a possibility. Yeah, the music is quite dense here. I was playtesting this and it's kind of dense to play. It's AR9 and the sizes are also quite huge through there, so there's also a bit of like a rooting factor here as well.
Oh, definitely. As you said, AR9, 181 BPM, and the slider velocity are on the high end, which can clog up the screen quite quickly, as you can see. a lot of finger control emphasis on this map as well. A lot of quads and a lot of sorry, I said quads twice. A lot of doubles and a lot of quads. They are slightly off the strong beat, so you gotta make sure you're sticking to the rhythm very closely.
Yeah. I mean, since this is also Scorpio 2 as well, it's quite easy to lose on the fire egg as well. It's quite easy to miss on the timing here. So, quite hard to add when I was pretty when I was pretty touching. Quite difficult.
Yeah, I was getting like 80% hack.
Yeah, around
but
that.
that's just like, you know, I wasn't used to this kind of AR and tech map. And also I'm not a tech player, but I'm sure some of the players, I mean most of the players will do just fine. You know, aim for, I'll say aim for 600k if you can. FC will be great, 99 amp would be great, but hey, it's to beat the person next to you, not to beat whoever's setting this replay. I wouldn't even. Who set the replay actually?
Is that safe or is this one? We have to check later.
It is Emerald Agents.
Oh, never mind. Maybe also,
yeah.
I'm not quite sure then. Yeah, crazy play. 99.81%. Crazy.
100 only. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, with score V2. So this is the highest bar you need to like go for, but anything below that is also acceptable. Don't worry about the no mod.
Okay.
So like if your score is too high, that is not acceptable. Doesn't it be like
No. If you actually FC this no mod 4, I need a live play. I don't believe it. That's basically what I'm saying, bro. Don't smurf in this tournament, guys.
Okay. It's our
and this score as well. Like if you get higher than this, I think you're cheating.
Yeah, I mean you can't get higher. I mean technically there's sliding. I mean there's like spinning. Maybe you can get higher. You know.
I'll still check your PC.
Yeah. Absolutely. Anyway, this is our hitting one awkward aiming. So another jump map, but much more awkward from to there. High BPM as well, but 98 BPM. So yeah, just a lot of you need to focus on your cursor like movement as well, because like it's you gotta make sure you're in at the right spot. You gotta make sure that. But overall, you know, a pretty accessible map, I'll say. Not super hidden reading focus. Like it's not extremely hidden. Like or like how to say? It's accessible. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with your analysis, but it is accessible to non-HD players playing this map. Well, like because the skill sets, you know, the awkward aim, slider control, tapping does just, you know, translate from no mod. But there are a few perfect stack triples that you have to watch out. So I would recommend just, you know, play it a few times and familiarize the rhythm and where the triples can be or will be. They are perfect stacked, so if you're not really good or comfortable with HD, just, you know, watch those out. Those are the highlights, I would say.
Yeah. Could be a little bit inconsistent, from the jumps, maybe have some random miss, that could definitely be a possibility. But yeah, overall speaking, like, should probably be like the overall score for every player should be quite high, considering it's a jump map as well. So again, like not really mechanical heavy, also not super leading heavy. So you know, everybody should have a fun time. I hope that's the case here.
Oh wait,
yeah,
it is a mouse only play. What the hell?
Welcome. Maybe mouse only players are not dead after all.
It's a mouse only SS play. What the
heck?
Yeah,
what the heck? Oh, I just realized that. Oh my god.
I just realized that. It's really crazy.
You got something.
Like, I know there's, you know, the rank goes like this. I think most players these days are tablet keyboard, followed by mouse keyboard, followed by mouse X, followed by mouse only. So yeah, these are the rarest of the rare breed.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder which one is rare. Mouse only or tablets? Like using what's it called? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think my rationale is that most mouse only players, most mouse X players started off mouse only, but then they hit a wall, and then they switched to mouse X. So I guess there can be less mouse X players in that sense, but I feel like every mouse only player will eventually become mouse X. Sorry, tap X. Yeah, mouse X. Sorry.
I see.
Or tap X, mouse X, same thing.
That definitely could be a possibility. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, that's our hidden one. Consistent awkward aim map here. Just a little bit careful about your cursor movements, then you should be fine. And here is our hidden 2, our reading map. A bit of a 132 BPM alt map, I would say. Have a lot of slider focus aiming from here to there, so yeah. Not super not reading heavy, because of course reading heavy, right? Not mechanically heavy, that's what I'm saying.
Depends. I'll say, the low BPM alting aspect definitely adds a layer to the map. It's quite compounded in nature, where you have to be able to read AR8 HD and do alts. So if you can do alts, then sure. You just have to focus on the reading. But if you can't do alts, you're right in saying that it's also not mechanically heavy because there isn't a lot of snap. It's all very flowish. So yeah, I'll still say it's quite a hard map. But
yeah.
Hey, I pray for the players. I pray for the players.
Same.
There are some slow free notes in this map. It will be very easy to overcome. I've played this for several times and I could combo every time I can.
But yeah, we are using what kind of seeding system are we using? So like scoring system?
Season?
No, like the what's it called? How are the scores calculated? Or like the seeding calculated? Is it relative to like each category's performance or?
Oh, it's season.
Okay. Yeah. So even if you do too badly, you just have to, like, we're going into it thinking that everyone's gonna do badly because it's AR8 HD. So if you just do marginally better than the others, then you'll be fine.
Yeah. This is SCT2 is I don't think players will get that high. Very hard. It doesn't have to be too stressful.
Yeah, it's definitely a quirky one.
Yeah, it's just one map, but
you got your teammates.
That's true. Yeah, this is not solo tournament. Yeah, that's true.
When everyone's like, "No, you got this. No, you got this. No, I thought you got this."
Yeah. No. Just believe in your teammates. We got that. And everybody just, yeah.
That is, I have never played Hero 2 when I'm still playing tournament.
Yeah, I think I just banned it. Like, I don't even think about it.
And yeah, for solo tournament, I ban Hero 2 every.
Yeah. Depends on who I'm up against. If I'm up against like someone with similar skill sets like me, I will leave it open, because I know they won't pick it. So I'm kind of saving my ban. But if it's in a team tournament or is it like against people I don't know really well, I will just ban it because it's my worst pick by far.
Okay, artwork 1.
My second favorite map of the pool.
It is
Oh.
finally we have a short map. Can it be called a short 2 minutes map?
It's 2 minutes. It's definitely shorter than relatively speaking. Definitely shorter. Yeah, that's definitely true. Have a little bit of finger control and also a little bit of slider aiming as well. Also fast tapping as well. It's 200 BPM, so a little bit on the higher side, but not super high. Have some so a bit of a light tap map in general.
Light tap and finger control.
There are also some one-third sliders in that, if I remember correctly, so also need to watch out on that. Hopefully not missing on those sliders.
Yeah, I'll say keeping accuracy is definitely an area to be worked on this map. As you mentioned, the 1/3 sliders. And the 200 BPM bursts that streams are actually quite consistent if you just follow the music. But this is actually, the base CS is 4.2. After hard rock will make it 5.5, I believe. So actually smaller than your usual 5.2 CS as well. Overall, a very well-rounded map with both aim, finger control, reading, and tapping.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that first 1 minute 30-ish intro, that's basically the bulk of the map. The remainder is the slider control we mentioned, like this section. The rest is just free combo though. So just make sure you can hit the first 1 minute and you are safe to go.
Yeah, a little bit less tapping here now, so just a little bit more slider aiming, and that should be it, I think. Also, like, yeah, there's also more, you can use some more accuracy on the slider as well, so just a little bit be careful about that. Make sure you time the sliders right, and you should probably have the accuracy should be okay, I would say.
Yeah. I'll say, 94, 95 is the accuracy that you want to aim for. Anything above, it's great. Anything below, don't worry about it. It is AR10 AR10 OD10 score V2 sliders with like off rhythm tapping. So yeah, overall my second favorite map.
And I wonder if we get the MCA for this. Anyway, this is our Hard Rock 2.
Hard Rock 2, our decision map. I like this actually. This map is kind of fun.
Yeah, again, combining multiple aspects into one map. You have both CS 6.5 precision, as well as old map design, as well as low BPM 143 tapping.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm sure some players actually will single tap it. I know they are that crazy, even at the lower ranks.
That's crazy. That's
but yeah.
Like,
for me, the the old mapping style actually threw me off. A lot of overlapping slider hits, and sliders going in the opposite direction right after you hit them. You'll see some of the patterns coming up now. Precision, not so much. But maybe that's just me. But overall, just watch out, man. A lot of places to fumble on.
Say it is very easy to break your combo in these kind of 5 minutes bursts for Hard Rock.
Yeah, I lose so much accuracy on those like note bursts. It's big. It's a big thing in control. I mean, like, because I don't really play alt map, so it's definitely a bit hard to act from time to time. But mostly speaking, it's just mostly like, how to say, not much alting most of the part. It's just a pretty easy jump map, but of course there's a lot of burst from there, so that's what makes it quite hard, I would say. But yeah, like section right over here, it's just mostly just the aiming here. So don't really need to focus on the finger here, I'll say. Yeah, but there's also like some bursts from here to there, so those are where you can use a lot of accuracy, like especially I guess for some players or maybe I don't know.
Yeah, keeping high accuracy for hard rock is definitely a skill set to master, even for high ranked players. Sometimes even if we don't have it, it's okay. Combo is king end of the day. Bad is if we don't celebrate combo sliders as well.
Finish up quick, guys. I need to play Stardew. Okay, we have 2 more maps. I don't know.
Yeah, we have 2 more.
Yeah, speaking of Stardew Valley, I'm literally watching like VTubers play Stardew Valley right now, like as we are, like here sitting in DC. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Multitasking at its finest.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe consider playing Stardew Valley while watching us as well, you know, to just save up time. Or maybe finish your project while watching us. You know, multitask, guys. You know, just make time for us by just multitasking. I know you can do it.
Yeah. On to DT1. Yeah, nothing really special here. Just 2.0 BPMs, jump in here, just to test out your speed aim over here. But overall, the start rate is a little bit high, but it's fine. It's just a little bit like what's it called? It's just made a little higher, but it's probably one of the easier ones here, I would say. It's a decent map.
Yeah, I remember farming a lot of 240 BPM DT maps back in the day. And yeah, AR 8.5 makes it 10 flat with DT. So probably one of the easiest map of this pool actually.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I wonder like does like footage tournaments like do AR9 DT maps, or they that's like their highest like AR?
I'll say from quarterfinals onwards, maybe. But earlier stages, round of 64, round of 32, at least with like solo tournaments, not really. But it's definitely becoming more of a skill set that are appreciated / you know, players paying attention to. In fact, I've got requested that where's the AR9 plus maps, and I was like, okay, as long as if you want it, I will deliver. And yeah. It gets picked quite often because, you know, high AR makes aiming quote-unquote easy for some people. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like for some, you can just like react to the notes and it's fine, right? But like maybe for some lower one, maybe you need to also kind of think about it. But I mean, it depends on how everybody's preference is. There's like.
I see it as like a pie, like a pie chart. You know, if the high AR takes up most of the pie chart in terms of difficulty, then rest of the pie chart, i.e. the aim and the tapping, will be reduced. So if it's low AR less high AR reading, then the aiming and tapping emphasis will be more. If we like look at the overall like distribution of a difficulty of a map. Yeah.
So like the difficulty proportion, or something like that. So
exactly. Most people find high AR reading easier in comparison to raw aim and tapping.
Because
so when
PP farmers.
Exactly.
That is true.
Okay, here's our next one is our last map for qualifiers. Alright, DD2.
You gotta have some speed.
This is what you guys are after, like going after, guys. You know, high BPM DT maps. I'm sure you guys will enjoy this.
Yeah.
Clueless.
But not just super standard speed maps. There are some thing controlling part from here. There are some doubles. Quite a lot of doubles. So yeah, I think you can of course mash it through, but you lose a lot of accuracy. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting now. So it's other than just raw speed. It also does the role of a finger control. So quite of a fun. I mean, fun depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, like OD 6.5 plus DT makes it, I think 8-ish, just higher than 8. Not that difficult to keep accuracy. So if you have to mash, just mash. No one's gonna shame on you. Maybe I will, but it's just my opinion. Doesn't matter.
The AI was a bit lower, 9.7 after Q, so yeah, I guess I'm a little bit more accessible in reading. Depends. At least for me, I would say it's a bit easier to read on this. So you don't need to focus on like reacting because But I don't know. It's a preference. I'm not too sure. Like
definitely a preference thing. I think the node density is quite high.
Yeah, that's true.
For these kind of maps. But overall, another very short map. In fact, one of the shortest, I think. 1 minute 39 of the DT.
Shortest.
I think that is the shortest, yeah.
Yeah, nice and sweet. Fast and sweet.
Okay, and that's all for our qualifiers map pools. I will release it on the main sheet soon. And also the qualifier schedule, you can schedule the lobby after I release it on the main sheet. I will do it after the stream, so between 5 minutes. So thank you for watching. I hope you can get a really good score on the qualifiers. See you guys next week.
Alright, good luck everyone. Good luck.
Cheers.